turmoil today, hosted by Petros. They just voted somebody off the island. It was very sad. And their opponents are alternates. Nikki is the captain. We'll give big wave, Nikki. Hello. Reminder to all teams, you may all, and this is, we have at least one newbie today. Remember, you're only allowed to buzz in a maximum of twice per 5 clue category. If you buzz in a third time, we will notice your team will lose the points and the other team will have a free ride. So it's very embarrassing, bad karma, bad juju, so don't do that. And also teams, this is very important because we've had some problems with this. Remember that when I recognize you, you have 3 seconds to unmute and answer. So please be timely to when I respond to you. Please unmute and answer within 3 seconds. There's no consultation except during steal opportunities and at the beginning of a category. Because you have the two buzz limit, we'd like to give you a few seconds to discuss amongst yourselves who might want to, not buzz in on the late categories, who might be strong in football or something, and might want to wait till the bigger point categories. Okay, so all that being said, let's jump right in. Our first category for the 2 teams, good luck teams, big energy, big smiles, even from you, Mike. There you go. Yates is greats. We have a category devoted to Yates. Yates is greats for 1 point. Yates rhymed as follows. In courtesy, I'd have her chiefly learned. Hearts are not had as a gift, but hearts are, Bill?
Earned.
Earned is the rhyme. First blood to see Thick destroy 1 point. And since it's the red team, first blood would seem to be apropos. Okay, here's Yates's greats for 2. This Dublin theatre that opened in 1904 grew out of the Irish Literary Theatre, which Yates co-founded. This Dublin theatre that opened in 1904 grew out of the Irish Literary Theatre, which Yates co-founded. 5 seconds. Time. That is the famous Abbey Theatre, the Abbey Theatre. And remember, teams, you don't have to wait for me, unlike the Jeopardy real-life show, you don't have to wait for me to finish. As soon as you think you know the answer, you may buzz. Okay, Yates is greats for 3 points. Irishman Yates wrote a poem entitled This Holiday 1916. Irishman Yates wrote a poem entitled This Holiday 1916. 5 seconds. That was the year of the famous Easter Rising. Easter.
I was going to guess Passover.
Pass. Well, I'm not sure how sure or where Yates was, but we'll look it up. Okay. Yates is greats for 4 points. A Yates poem ends thusly. By his command, these words are cut. Cast a cold eye on life, on death, then these 3 words. A Yates poem ends, by his command these words are cut. Cast a cold eye on life, on death, these 3 words. Time, the very chilling poem, on death, horsemen pass by. Horsemen pass by. It was the end of that verse. Finally.
That doesn't even rhyme.
No.
What kind of poem doesn't even rhyme?
Poem freaking rhyme.
There's no Ogden Nash, that's for sure.
No. He did not write any. There was a young lady from Nantucket. But here we go for 5 points for Yates. Yates fell in love with this Irish beauty who later played the title role in his play Kathleen Ní Houlihan. Yates fell in love with this Irish beauty who later played the title role in his play Kathleen Ní Houlihan. Time. It was a triple stumper on the show as well. Not so famous. The actress was Maud Gonne. You'd have to be a real Yeatsian to remember Maud Gonne. Speaking of Gonne, it looks like we've lost a player from the blue team. Who dropped?
Erin's jumping back in.
Oh, Erin, okay. Well, while she does that, we will let you consult on the next clue, the next category rather, song lyrics. Song lyrics. Maybe we'll have a little bit more luck with song lyrics.
It's got to be better than Yates.
Yeah.
That was a disaster.
That was really pretty bad. But at least Bill got a point out of it. I didn't even remember Maud Gonne. The other four I would have gotten, but I didn't even remember Maud Gonne. No, once I saw it, I remembered it.
Okay,
Yates
Erin.
was born in 1854. I mean, I can only riff on Yates for so long. Oh, there's Erin.
Oh, now we lost two of them.
Now we lost two of them.
There's
Not
Connie.
only is Maud gone, but Connie and Erin are gone.
IT people at the NXT swear our Wi-Fi is working well.
Mhm. Well, if the Yates category wasn't enough of a buzzkill,
Erin, should we go on, or what's your status?
Oh, they can't hear you. Oh, I thought you were saying that.
yeah, we'll let you, Erin, you can join when you can, but I think we're going to have to
Yeah, go ahead.
continue on. Okay. Here we go, teams, with song lyrics for 1 point. Stairway to Heaven explains, what's up if there's this in your hedgerow? Stairway to Heaven explains, Bill?
A bustle.
A bustle in your hedgerow is correct for 1 point. We're doing great on these one-pointers, teams. Song lyrics for 2. Okay. In REM's It's the End of the World as We Know It, 2 of the 4 men with the initials LB. Mike?
Leonard Bernstein and Leonid Brezhnev.
Very good. The other 2?
Lenny Bruce and Lister Bangs.
Thank you very much. That's a little bit overkill for See, Think, Destroy, but you get your 2 points. I was going to throw that to Rochelle, but clearly she was superfluous in this endeavor. I think they're up to 1, 2, 4. See, think should be up to 4 points.
No. We didn't get that one. I was just being a jerk because
The alternate's got that.
I knew
Oh,
the
the
other.
alternate's got that. That's right.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Oh, okay. Well,
I was being extraordinarily professional.
Here we go for 3 points in song lyrics. They were the 3 men I admire most in Don McLean's American Pie. Bill?
The Father, Son, the Holy Ghost.
That is correct. And now Bill is out of this category because he's buzzed in twice. He's making a big show of not buzzing in, which is great. He actually has fallen out of the frame. He's so out of it. So for everybody else except Bill in song lyrics for 4 points. Young Money featuring Lloyd just wants you to call him Mr. This. I can make your bed rock. Petros.
Mr. Flintstone.
Mr. Flintstone.
And don't ask me why I know that, but
you'll keep it to yourself. And finally, for 5 points in song lyrics, this 1995 hit begins, if God had a name, what would it be? Mike?
One of Us.
One of Us is correct. There you go. Now we're on. Here we go with, Bill's back into it now. Here we go with fashionable words. Fashionable words. For 1 point, it's the animal name for a high-heeled shoe or a slipper with no back. It's the animal name. Connie?
A mule.
Mule is right. Apparently beamed down from the Starship Enterprise, that answer, and knocked her out totally. Look at that. All right. But you got the point. Very good. Now, please mute so we can not hear the reverb. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Fashionable words for 2. Jackie Kennedy's iconic look included this classic round brimless hat. Jackie Kennedy's, Misha?
Pillbox.
The pillbox hat is correct for 2 points. Nicely done. Fashionable words for 3. The name of these riding breeches is derived from a city in India. The name of these riding breeches, Misha?
Jodhpurs.
Jodhpurs is right for 3 points. And now Misha is out of the round very ostentatiously, out of the category, that is. So for everybody but Misha for 4 points in fashionable words. Is Connie still there with us? What happened to Erin? Oh, well, she's still working on it. Okay, here we go. Fashionable words for 4. Waistcoat is a synonym for this part of a 3-piece suit. Waistcoat is a synonym for this part of a 3-piece suit. Bill?
The vest.
Yes, the waistcoat is a vest. That's right, for 4 points. And now for 5 points in fashionable words. This skirt with a German name is still worn in the Austrian and Bavarian Alps. This skirt with a German name is still worn in the Austrian and Bavarian Alps. Time. Always on my list of funniest all-time words, the dirndl. The dirndl is what you're looking for. Very much on display in The Sound of Music. Okay, now our next category is called Sports Stars, Memoirs, and Bios. Sports Stars, Memoirs, and Bios. Everybody's back into it. For
Can we just stop you for just a second here?
Yes.
Would it be all right if Erin shared a buzzer with me? She's having some technical issues.
Sure. As long as you guys don't consult, and we can see you both in the frame, so as long as we don't see the two of you talking. Rochelle and Dan, I'm right in saying that that's okay, right? We've had people play.
Absolutely. Erin's just going to go back to her office. So.
Not in disgrace.
No.
So she's not going to share your buzzer. No. Okay. Okay, here we go, team. Sports Stars, Memoirs, and Bios for 1 point. Comeback 2.0 is a photojournal of his return to professional cycling. Comeback 2.0 is a photojournal of his return to professional cycling. Petros.
Lance Armstrong?
That's right, for 1 point. No word on the commercial fate of Disgrace 3.0. But here we go for 2 points. He talks about wearing a hairpiece during his tennis matches in his Petros?
Andre Agassi?
Yes, his 2009 memoir, Open. That is correct. Petros is out of this category. We go for 3 points for everybody else. Larry Bird and this Laker tell of their rivalry in, Misha?
Magic Johnson.
When the Game Was Ours. Magic Johnson is right for 3 points. In 2009, this WWE and reality TV star chronicled My Life Outside the Ring. In 2009, this WWE and reality TV star, Mike?
Hulk Hogan?
Hulk Hogan is right for 4 points. For 5 points. Where men win glory is the odyssey of, in quotes, this man who quit the NFL to enlist in the U.S. Army with fatal results. Mike?
Pat Tillman.
Pat Tillman is right for 5 points. And we're now halfway through the first round. And the score, See Think Destroy 24, alternates 17. Actually, we're a little more than half, my mistake. But it's 24 to 17. We have one more category. No, 2 more categories to go. Here we go. Celebrations of the month. Celebrations of the month. I will give you 2 celebrations. You give me the month. Okay, fair enough? For 1 point. D-Day anniversary and Magna Carta Day. Bill?
That'll be June.
This very month. June is correct. For 2 points. National Philanthropy Day and All Souls Day. National Philanthropy Day. Bill?
November.
That's right. A cautious November. All Souls Day is right for 2 points. Bill is out of this category as we go for 3 points. National Teacher Day and Kentucky Derby Day. Petros?
May.
May is right for 3 points. Administrative Professionals Day and National CPA's Goof Off Day. And Mike?
April.
Any month involving CPAs has got to be April. That's right for 4 points. And finally, for 5 points, National Magic Day and Nevada Admission Day. National Magic Day and Nevada Admission Day. Don't be taking a chance, eh? Well, you only had 8 other months to go over, but what month might have magic celebrated?
I was guessing October.
October would have been correct. Yes. Okay. Finally, this is a good category. I think good luck to you on team. The category is caused by. Caused by. I will give you an adjective, and you tell me what that means caused the phenomenon. I'll give you an adjective. You tell me what phenomenon would be caused. Okay, for 1 point. Aeolian, A-E-O-L-I-A-N, like certain vibrations. Aeolian, like certain vibrations. Time. An Aeolian phenomenon is caused by wind. Wind. For 2 points. Anthropogenic, as in some environmental problems. Anthropogenic, as in some environmental problems. Bill?
Caused by man.
Us. That's right, for 2 points. A man-made problem is anthropogenic. You got the hang of it. For 3 points. Diluvial, like some debris. Diluvial. Misha?
Water or floods?
Water or floods. Flooding is correct for 3 points. For 4 points. Affective in psychology. Affective in psychology. 5 seconds. Time. Affective means caused by emotions. By emotions, by affects. Finally, for 5 points. That was a triple stumper on the show, by the way. For 5 points. Hypovolemic, a type of shock. Hypovolemic, a type of shock. Five seconds. Time. Another triple stumper. It's caused by loss of blood. Hypovolemic means loss of blood. This was a hard board. You guys are doing very, very well, albeit 2 odd scores, which means we always have the possibility of a tie. See Think Destroy 35, alternates 21, very, very close. Lots of points to be had in the next round, which begins with ORS, and that's O-R-E-S, ORS. Okay, ORS. So let's get our ORS in gear. For 2 points in ORS, good luck teams. This precious metal can be obtained from pure deposits and from ores such as argentite. This precious metal, Petros.
Silver.
Silver is correct, as Sylvester would have it. 2 points. Here we go for 4 points. Cu2S is the chemical formula of chalcocite, mainly valued as an ore of this metal. Bill?
Copper.
Copper is right for 4 points. Ores for 6. Goethite, Goethite, and magnetite are ores of this metal. Goethite and magnetite are ores of this metal. Goethite, Goethite, and magnetite are ores of, no guesses? They are ores of iron. Iron is what we were looking for. Ores for 8. Blackjack and ruby jack are forms of the chief ore of this metal, symbol Zn. Blackjack, Petros?
Zinc.
Zinc is right for 8 points. And finally, for 10 points in ores. This principal ore of aluminum is also used for oil filtration and the making of abrasives. This principal ore of aluminum is also used for oil filtration and the making of abrasives. Time. I thought somebody might guess at it. The correct answer is bauxite. Bauxite. Okay. We go from something fairly hoity-toity to something down to earth. 1970s TV casts. 1970s TV casts. I will give you the cast. Please give me the show. Here we go for 2 points. Gavin MacLeod, Bernie Kopell, and Ted Lang as your bartender. Erin.
The Love Boat.
Yes, that's correct. And by the way, it's my mistake. It's Ted Lange. He was always very strict about that. Ted Lange as your bartender. Remember? The Love Boat. Here we go for 4. Lee Majors and 3 different guys as Dr. Rudy Wells. This show could both rebuild and recast. Misha.
The $6 Million Man.
That's right. Three different head scientists over the course of that series. Very well done. 6 points in 1970s TV casts. Robert Urich, Bart Braverman, and Tony Curtis as Philip Roth. No, not the author. Robert Urich, Bart Braverman, and Tony Curtis as Philip Roth. No, not the author. Time. That was a triple stumper. They were all on Vegas, baby.
Vegas.
Yeah, you got that, Rochelle. I'm sorry. I should have sent that one to you. Here we go for 8 points. Angie Dickinson, Earl Holliman, and Ed Bernard. Pepper was salty. Bill.
Policewoman.
Policewoman is right. A triple stumper on the show. Well done. Finally, for 10 points in 1970s TV casts. Buddy Ebsen, Lee Meriwether, and Mark Shera, a Quinn Martin production. Buddy Ebsen, Lee Meriwether, and Mark Shera, a Quinn Martin production. Connie.
What is Quincy?
No, that's incorrect. That's subtract 10 points. A console opportunity for you, Petros. Buddy Ebsen, Lee Meriwether, and Mark Shera, a Quinn Martin production. The team has 10 seconds to consult and either respond or pass.
We're passing.
It's a long par 4 to, no? What's that?
We're passing.
You're passing. Oh, it's been a while since it's been on, but it used to be a big hit. Do you know, Rochelle?
I can see it in my, I remember watching it. I do not know I don't remember what it was called.
Oh, it still holds up, actually, if you can catch it. The show was called Barnaby Jones.
Barnaby
Yes.
Jones.
Barnaby Jones. I had a friend who worked on it, and he said Buddy Ebsen was so feeble, like he could barely walk, but they would say action, and he would run to his car, get in, boom, pull out. It's like he had nothing left after the take, but he was on like a bandit when he came in. Okay. Our third category is treaties. Treaties. For 2 points, the 1979 Israel-Egypt peace treaty allowed Israel access to this man-made waterway. Misha?
The Suez Canal.
Suez Canal is correct for 2 points. Treaties for 4. This U.S. president negotiated the Treaty of Portsmouth, ending the Russo-Japanese War. Bill.
That's how Teddy Roosevelt got his Nobel Prize.
That is absolutely right. He got it for ending that war. That's 4 points. Correct. For 6 points. The Munich Agreement of 1938 was signed by Hitler, Mussolini, Daladier, and this British Prime Minister. Bill?
Chamberlain?
That is right. Neville, Peace in Our Time, UAH, Chamberlain. Of course, the very first reading passage I wrote for Kaplan was about the misunderstood Neville Chamberlain trying to get his, get the opprobrium of appeasement out of his history. So I should say that. But he was a bit of an AH. Very good. Here we go for treaties for 8 points. This French king recognized William of Orange as William II, King of England, under the terms of 1697's Treaty of Ryswick. This French king recognized William of Orange as William II, King of England, under the terms of 1697's Treaty of Ryswick. 5 seconds. Mike?
It was Louis the 13th.
No, sorry. Petros, want to take a stab at it? This French king recognized William of Orange as William II, King of England, under the terms of 1697's Treaty of Ryswick.
We're passing, Bob.
Okay, it was so close. Louis the 14th. I thought that 1697 would be a dead giveaway, but apparently not. No, nice try there, Mike. Here we go for 10 points in treaties. The Montreux Convention of 1936 returned control of these 2 straits to Turkey. The Montreux Convention of 1936 returned control of these 2 straits to Turkey. Mike?
The Bosporus and the Dardanelles.
That is right. Redemption. Bosphorus and Dardanelles is correct for 10. Well, it's an uphill climb for alternates who are at 15 to see Think Destroys 75, but we have 3 more categories and anything can happen. The next category is German literature. Where do they get these categories from? German literature for 2 points. Karl May has been called the German Louis L'Amour for works like Old Surehand in this genre. Bill?
That would be Westerns.
Yes, he wrote Westerns. He did. Karl May for 2 points. For 4 points. The story of an Indian boy on a spiritual journey during the time of Buddha is his 1922 novella. Mike?
Herman Hesse.
Herman Hesse, I'll take it. Siddhartha. Siddhartha. Correct for 4 points. For 6 points in German literature. This German language writer's novels were all published after his 1924 death, including The Trial. This German language, Mike?
Kafka.
Franz Kafka is right. I did not know he was not published before his death. That's interesting fun fact. Not so much fun for him, but fun for us. Here we go, German literature for 8. In Heroes Like Us, the hero's father works for this East German secret police. In Heroes Like Us, the hero's father works for this East German secret police. Time, they were the infamous Stasi. The Stasi was the infamous East German secret police. For 10 points in German literature, during World War I, he fought on the Western Front and was wounded several times. He later wrote a 1929 novel about it. During World War I, he fought on the Western Front and was wounded several times. He later wrote a 1929 novel about it. Time. The writer of All Quiet on the Western Front, Erich Maria Remarque. Erich Maria Remarque. And if you recall, when he was a little boy in school, all his brothers and sisters were picked up except for him. And the teacher said to the principal, that last remark was uncalled for. Okay. A little bit of a setup there. Our next category is abbrev, A-B-B-R-E-V, that is abbreviations. Okay. Abbreviations for 2 points. To Frodo and others, LOTR stands for this. Bill?
That'll be Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings is correct for 2 points. In the computer world, Navi, N-A-V-I, is Norton this. In the computer word, Navi, N-A-V-I, Connie?
Norton antivirus.
That's right, for 4 points. Norton antivirus. BID means you take an RX this many times a day. B, Petros?
Twice.
Twice a day is right for 6 points. For 8 points. This metric land measure is abbreviated HA. This metric land measure, Petros?
Hectacre.
Say again?
Hectacre.
I can't accept. We'll throw it over to the alternates. Nikki, you have 10 seconds to consult. This metric land measure is abbreviated HA.
We're going to go with hectare.
Hectare is correct, yes. From the way you pronounced it, Petros, it did not match up with the spelling. And that's the Jeopardy rule about disallowing. So that's correct for 8 points. For 10 points in abbreviations. SRB stands for this kind of booster. SRB. Bill?
That is a solid rocket booster.
That is right for 10 points. Okay, our final category is art heists. That's not a person, that's a concept. Art heists. Art heists. For 2 points. After this painting went missing from the Louvre in 1911, Bill?
That is the Mona Lisa.
Yes, and the clue went on to say people lined up just to view the empty space, believe it or not. That's right, 2 points. 4 points in art heists. In 2009, Landscape with Peasants by Flemish painter Jan Bruegel was stolen in Namur of this country. Interpol was on it. In 2009, Landscape with Peasants by Flemish painter Jan Bruegel was stolen in Namur, N-A-M-U-R, of this country. Interpol was on it. Time. Namur is in Belgium. Belgium. Art heist for 6. In 1979, 2 of his studies in bronze for his Burghers of Calais were stolen from a St. Louis museum. In 1978, 2 of his studies in bronze for his Burghers of Calais were stolen from a St. Louis museum. And those were bronze studies of the great Auguste Rodin. Rodin is what you're looking for. For 8 points. His work, Poppies near Viteuil, was discovered in the back seat of a car a week after it was stolen in Zurich. His work, Poppies near Viteuil, was discovered in the back seat of a car a week after it was stolen in Zurich. Time. That was the work of Edouard Monet. Edouard Monet. How about finding a multi-million-dollar painting in your back seat? Finally, for 10 points. In 1976, she sued for the return of 3 paintings, claiming they'd been stolen from Alfred Stieglitz's gallery in 1946. In 1976, she sued for the return of 3 paintings, claiming they'd been stolen from Alfred Stieglitz's gallery in 1946. Thought you might remember the woman
I know this one,
involved.
Bob.
You know it?
Yeah, George O'Keefe, he's married to
George-
Stieglitz.
Right. George O'Keefe was involved with Alfred Stieglitz, and a rather decisive win for See Think Destroy. They dominate 87-37, but a good match with some fun, very hard questions. I congratulate you for hanging in there, teams, and a good win, a good game. Thank you all very much. We'll clear the room, shoo, and get the next match in here.
Thank you.
Every week, everybody.